Whew. Come on in the room. Can y'all hear me? I hope everybody can hear me. Oh my goodness. I hope everybody can hear me. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, hey, everybody. Hey. Oh, I'm so disgusted. I am so disgusted on today. I, mm, I am so disgusted. Y'all, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. No, 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 no. This is deeper than that, you all. But I'm gonna wait till a couple of people get in. Y'all, I'm really, honestly upset. I'm worried. I'm concerned, and I am plain disgusted. I'm plain disgusted. Okay, I got 50 people in. I don't have that much time, so I'm gonna go ahead and um. Well, I'm in the car, baby. It's cold, so I'm so disgusted, honey. I ain't even eating lunch. And you know, if I ain't eating lunch, you know I am disgusted, baby. I'm disgusted. So let me go ahead and get to it. I'm sitting in with HR to hire new applicants. Baby, when I tell you people can't read, when I tell you people can't write, people cannot um, think in order, and this new generation is scary, and it's not even a black and white thing. It's a wealth thing. It's a where you go to school thing. Unfortunately, our black folk suffer the most from this. Honey, when I tell you, I looked at some of that writing, and so, baby, folks don't know the difference between an independent clause and a dependent clause. They don't know nothing about no coordinating conjunctions or no subordinating conjunctions. They are doing lowercase i's. Now, I can see that for iPhone, but you never use a lowercase I unless it's inside of a word. Baby, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. And even for the executive positions, honey, these people can't even. Okay, y'all in school, we learned about 5 paragraph essays. We learned that you have to have an intro and a thesis statement. That is the first paragraph. You have an attention getter, and then after that, you will go in and you will have 3 things that you're going to talk about. You use a transition word. The first topic is your topic sentence. You have evidence and then elaboration. Then the second thing you're going to talk about is your second topic sentence. You you talk about it, have evidence, and elaborate. And then the third one, and then in conclusion, because baby, people, honey, what are they doing? Oh my God! How about we had somebody who did not know how to tell time? Baby, when she said, "What is the time?" And I'm like, ma'am, the time is on the clock. She said, "I don't read clocks." Girl, these people are so digitally informed they don't even know how to read a damn clock. Oh my God. Y'all, this is tragic. When I tell you, I don't know how HR does it. I don't. But there is a communication issue. These people do not understand behavior uh, focused question. Name a time when you had a difficult situation. What did you do? Well, if I had, no, that's not a if I had question. It is what you. I don't know what you. I don't want to. I don't want to know what you would do. I want to know what you've done. Oh my God. I want to know what you've done. There was a time when I had a difficult time with a coworker because she was coming in late. So instead of harassing her, I sat down with her and had a conversation to find out she was coming in late because her school, her child care had changed. So in order to appease her, I went and found someone who would be able to switch times with her. It worked because the other person wanted to come in earlier, and because of this, it eradicated the issue, and that person is still an employee. That's the okay. The problem was she was coming in late. The solution was the problem was it was causing conflict. The solution was I talked to her to find out why this was happening. And then we found someone who would switch, and voila, no more problems. That's what I did, not what I would do. Baby, what is your weakness? That was another one. Baby. Well, my weakness is I'm perfect and I'm a perfectionist. Okay, I said, no, ma'am, that's not how you're going to do that. That's not how you're going to do that. My weakness is I like to do things myself because I have a specific way that I want things done because I know it's going to get done. And so that is my weakness, delegation. However, I have delegated because I didn't delegate the last time I took on a project, I was burnt out. So in order not to burn myself out again, I actually delegated projects to people. However, we met 2 times a week so I could see what was going on. And if there were any questions or any confusion, I could ask in those meetings. In conclusion, the project went out without a hitch. And now I am more open to delegation. So not only did I tell you my weakness, but I told you how I overcame the weakness. Honey, these people don't have it. OMG. Oh my God, y'all. Comma splices. Oh, oh, oh. You don't come to a job interview like you about to be a cocktail waitress. Okay? Not a cocktail waitress. I mean, ma'am, girl, you should be wearing no gold lame, okay, like you a disco diva to no damn job interview. You should have on a power suit that is either navy blue with red or something that, honey, I'm telling you, when I tell you it is a mess out here, and I don't know what we're doing in our school systems with these kids, but baby, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Do you hear me? And I am not lying. Oh my God. I'm like, OMG. OMG. No interviewing skills. And again, what is going on not only in high school but college? So we had college for the executives and high school, and it was something else. I mean, first of all, you don't come to no job interview in no jeans, no tube socks, girl. I was like, and I had to tell the manager how these people come in for a job interview is gonna be the best you gonna get from them. Let me say this, y'all. I believe there is a dumbing down of America just for this. Do you hear me? I think it's a dumbing down, and I think it's done by design. This is why people don't know how to read clocks. This is why people do not know how to logically think. They do not know how to use context clues. I mean, OMG. Name a time. I'm like, did you not go to career fairs in college? Did you all not have a career coach? OMG. OMG. Oh, y'all, it's bad. It's bad. And if you had to look at some of the written, how would you write a report? And they have an actual thing where you have to write a report. Baby, it's who, what, when, where, and how, and why. People can't even do that. Putting in their personal beliefs. You don't do that in a report. You just put in the facts in the report. Oh my God, y'all! Y'all! I'm visibly disgusted right now. I am visibly shaking at how piss poor systems are. Resumes talking about something. I pay attention to detail and detail spelled wrong. Baby, I can't. Ooh, I can't. I can't. And let me say this. You go through so many interviews, and if you get a standout interview, can I say this? It's sad when mediocrity and average stands out because so many people are so piss poor prepared. Oh my God. Oh my God. Then we had one lady, she was rocking in the seat. I'm like, honey, mm, do you all not know that I am finding out that somebody told me that in high schools, they don't even require speech communications where you have to actually do public speaking anymore. So and unfortunately, people are not going to church because I remember in church, we had to do a Sunday school review. Or if we went to a Sunday school convention or a convention that the church paid for, it was our duty to do a report. And we had to stand before the church. And then we had oratorical competitions where we had to speak. We had to use hand gestures and things. Baby, these folks don't do that no more. And y'all, I ain't trying to be funny, but I was floored from college to high school. And I'm telling you, we talking about some education ain't important. You don't need no education to get a job. Yes, you do. You do need to know how to write. You're gonna know how to need to do basic math. I'm y'all. 10 interviews, and out of 10 interviews, only 2 people I would be even remotely interested in. Y'all, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. I mean, one lady came in, baby. When I tell you, mother was put together, mother looked like she was coming for the children. When I tell you, she had her briefcase, that hair was done. When I tell you, she was poised, she listened to the question. She said, "That's a good question. I'm glad you answered that. Thank you." She said, "And this is baby, baby, baby." Mama was prepared. Mama was prepared. Honey, some of these Caucasian women, like whenever and I'm like, you don't do that in the interview, and it's just, oh my God, they just couldn't get it. They then, do you have any follow up questions for us? Well, when do we get paid, girl? That's not the. I noticed that you said you were on this job for 15 years. So my thing is, why do you enjoy it? And then my follow up question is, can you tell me why people don't succeed at this job? Because I don't want to find myself in that situation. I mean, ask some good follow up questions, and you should have at least 2 good follow up questions. Have a firm handshake. Now, I ain't saying grip the person's arm off, but have a firm handshake. Make sure your nails are clipped and clean before you go in there. Okay? Can you please give people eye contact? Okay? Y'all, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Now, it's bad. It's bad. Ooh, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. And the thing is, they think they turning it. That's what they think they turning it, boo. And that's what get me. They think they turning it, and they smarter than everybody else in the room. Oh my God, y'all, it was so bad. I'm sorry. I can't even eat lunch, girl. I can't even eat lunch. I can't even eat lunch. Oh my God, baby, I'm gonna have to do something. Hold on for a minute, y'all. You all, I'm sorry. I really get offended when people try to discount and dismiss and diminish higher education. But let me say this: our secondary education is in shambles. From what I actually witnessed today. Okay, I, somebody, mama, where are the churches? Where the mamas? Where the churches? Where are the communities to say, baby, you polish your shoes before you go on this job? Okay? And if you're not going to even wear a shirt and tie, at least have a dress tie, dress slacks, and maybe a sports coat, a blazer. Every man should have a black suit, a navy blue suit, and a gray suit. Okay? That should be in your wardrobe. I'm telling y'all, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. Vocabulary is so limited. It was bad, you all. It was really bad. I said, you know what? I feel sorry for human resources. The stuff that y'all got to put up with, and the interviews y'all got to do, and it is bad. It is bad. People don't know how to do presentations. Ooh, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. You don't need no education to get a job. Well, you need an education to get a good job. And I'm telling you what, if I don't see anybody who's a standout person, honey, mama gonna get that job because she stood out. Out of 10 people already, mama done stood out. And she was a master. Everybody, the other person was approaches, and everybody was a critical. Oh, mm, 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 mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Uh, Basic things that people should have, basic skills people should have, they're not getting. And my thing is, even if you're going to work at a hardware store, you have to know how to communicate. You may not be the best math student, but at least know how to communicate verbally and uh, in written form. Put a mint in your mouth. Put a mint in your mouth. Listen to the question. Know when to cut it off. Ooh, one lady, she went on, and it was so much babble, and I'm like, oh, girl, please, please, please. And then we always had to come back and say, no, we don't want to know what you would do. We want to know a situation that did happen. You use if you don't have a work situation, use a personal situation. Use, I mean, oh my God, it was like, oh, oh my God, y'all, it was so bad. It was so bad. And some of this stuff we learned in the church. I'm not gonna lie, we learned some of this stuff in church, especially with the speaking, public speaking, and not being afraid to speak in front of people, but at least to know how to do it. They oh my God, yeah, it was bad. It was so bad. Teach your children. Teach your children. They should know the sentence structures. They should know how to write a simple sentence. They should know how to write a compound sentence. They should know how to write a complex sentence, and they should know how to write a compound complex sentence. A simple sentence, a subject and a verb. A complex sentence, a phrase started with a subordinate conjunction with a comma and an independent clause. A dependent clause with an independent clause. Okay, uh, a compound sentence, two independent clauses, either with a semicolon, a comma with a coordinating conjunction, or a period between. And a compound complex sentence, two independent clauses with a comma and a coordinating conjunction. And if it ends at if the dependent clause comes at the end, no comma needed. If it comes at the beginning, comma needed. Oh Jesus, those simple things. Oh God, it would eliminate a lot of the comma confusion. Okay, Jane, comma, who's a friend of my father, comma, is my teacher. Okay, in conclusion, comma, additionally, comma, I lived in Florida, comma, Ohio, comma, and New York, period. Baby, it's bang, bang. I'm being real. Y'all, it's bad out here. It's bad out here. It's bad out here. People are trying to get management positions and regular retail positions. But for management positions, not only do they require you to communicate effectively to customers, especially if you have a conflict and how to de escalate the conflict, but they also want you to be able to write a written report of what has happened and what was done in an orderly manner. Okay? Retail, at least know how to speak. Baby, we got people who don't know how to tell time by a clock. Honey, don't even start with the military time. Okay, don't throw at no 1300, 1400, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24. Baby, don't even do that. Honey, I'm knowing that 1300 is 1 o'clock, 1400 is 2 o'clock. I mean, you know what I'm saying? 2300 is 11 o'clock. Girl. And then 00 is 12. Yeah, you know how that goes. But y'all, don't even start with the military time. And these people have finished high school. This is the sad part about it. And unfortunately, I see people of low wealth, low means, and black folk suffering the most. Suffering the most. Suffering the most. Not knowing on a resume if you're presently on the job, perform, execute, supervise, and then for past jobs, performed, supervised, with an ED on it, has blah, blah, blah. Baby, it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess out there. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. And no wonder people don't get the job. Because again, if you don't use AI, because a lot of jobs actually scan the AI now, and if you don't have certain keywords, at least 75%, your resume is looked over. So you have to even use the AI now to get a hit. Y'all don't want to hear what I'm talking about today. I'm telling y'all the truth today. I don't care if the devil like it or not. I'm telling the truth today. And this is why education is very important. If you don't go to college, you better be strong in your high school game, okay? Because I'm telling you, and then I am very surprised of these people with these business degrees from these colleges not knowing how to interview, not knowing how to dress, not knowing the follow-up questions, not knowing how to do behavior questions to see what you've done. Okay? Not knowing how to answer difficult questions, questions that they can't ask. You can't ask me about my religion, it's against the law. You can't ask me about my sexuality, it's against the law. But they don't even have that. Ladies, make sure you have a nice French manicure, French tip, or clear polish with your nails clean, or if you're wearing a color that it is not chipped, make sure that you are wearing nice shoes without scuffs on them. Make sure that it's a business suit and not a cocktail waitress or like you getting ready to go. Child, who wears gold or May? Baby, they say it's after 5 for a reason, niece. Okay, the sun shouldn't be competing with you. No bedazzle on a job interview unless you are getting ready to be a hostess at a steakhouse or something. Oh my God. Don't be chewing no gum. Then we had a question. Y'all, I'm serious. I am so serious right now. I am shaking. I can't believe how many people. So then one of the managers asked, "What if you had a discrepancy between what what is that word, girl?" When she said, "What is that word, discrepancy?" Oh Jesus, I'm like, Lord have mercy. I said, Lord, do it, just do it. And y'all, I had to wear a poker face, and we were shaking people's hands. When should I know about the job? When can I start, ma'am, ma'am? Oh, y'all, we are in trouble in America, and Donald Trump like these type of people. These are the kind of people he like because these people can be controlled. They don't have many options, and then the people who are coming out of some of these institutions of higher learning, I'm questioning. Oh my God. Oh y'all, I got a headache. I'm so pissed off right now. I have to get back in there around about 102. But baby, I'm so pissed off right now. I don't even want to eat. I don't even want to eat. And you know, if I ain't eating lunch, you know something's wrong, baby. My stomach is upset. How ignorant these people came in. And let me say this, y'all. Help y'all people out. Help your children out. Make sure that the teachers are teaching them. Do not allow a teacher to give your child an A and you know that's C plus work. You ought to confront that teacher because that teacher ain't doing no favors to your child. Because once they see me in college, then it's a whole nother story. Honey, you gonna either pay on the front end or you gonna pay on the back end. And I'd rather you to pay on the front end because baby, them remedial classes cost. Or they're gonna put you back. Oh, St. James. It was so bad, St. James. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. Not only did they not look the part, they couldn't speak. All of these, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? See what I mean? This is what I'm saying. See, this is what I'm saying. Girl, I was like, oh, Jesus. Mama came in there, and I was very happy because it was an African American woman, and Mama was poised. Mama went through her. Let me tell you what else happened. Oh, let me tell you what else happened that really did me in. Oh, let me tell you what really happened that did me in. So, Mama, we asked, so tell me a little bit about yourself. Mama said, well, I worked in retail, and then I took some time off from retail to work in nonprofit social work. So I'm still working with people. And from that experience, it taught me how to do this and this. Mama went through and she was, oh, it was good. It was good, right? Child, we asked another person. Well, I went to elementary school. Baby. No, baby. No, no. We don't need a whole rundown of your life. Baby, the interview is only 15 to 30 minutes. We don't need a rundown of your life, Jesus. Oh, I'm like, no, no, we just need your work history. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my heart. St. James, baby. Ooh. Well, I don't think I don't, no, no. Because first of all, we want to know who you are. I want to know your work history. I want to know your work history. What do you know about the company? What do you know about the company? Have you done your homework? Have you done your homework? Can you tell me a little bit about at least the history and the mission statement about the company? Can you tell me about that? Now let me say this, y'all. I used to hire for Delta Airlines, and baby, when I tell you we used to throw away them applications. I love to fly. I like people. I want to travel. And no, no. The people who used to get the jobs at Delta, I am dedicated. I am loyal. I I am a stickler for detail. I know that Delta, our job is safety, even though we deal with customer safety. Our main, and we deal with customer service rather. Our main objective, or your main objective here at Delta, is safety of the passengers. And I have worked da 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 da. Baby, those type of people, they got the job. Let me tell you something. If you got a gold tooth, you ain't working at Delta. Delta is a very conservative company, and I don't care how liberal people are. If you snap up there as a man with some braids or locks in your hair, you ain't getting the job. I'm being real. I'm being real. And this is why you have to ask people, what is the culture of the company? What is the culture of the company? And you got to ask this, child. I mean, you have to do this. See, this is why I don't worry about getting a job anywhere, because when you have an education, when you can communicate effectively, you can write your check. I have worked in career counseling, and I've seen people with a GED get jobs because, first of all, they went on drugs, they passed the P test, and they had a driver's license in transportation. Baby, jobs are plentiful out there, and you can work your way up. But when you do not have the education, when you do not have the skills to communicate, when you cannot use logic, when you cannot comprehend what you have read, you're going to have problems. I'm talking about Delta. I ain't talking about other companies. I am talking about Delta. I'm talking about Delta. I ain't mad at people. Now, once you get that job at Delta, and if you want to get locks in your hair, knock yourself out. But honey, before that, oh no. And if you get a tattoo, it cannot be visible. Let me tell y'all something. When I tell you all that people gave me Wednesday night Bible study and I was looking for Sunday night service, baby, it was a lot of Wednesday night Bible study, honey. It was a lot of picnics. I'm like, how do you come to a job not even looking ready? Baby, people know what a P test is, and I know a urine sample, drug test. I get you, but people understand what P test is. P test. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Baby, it's bad. It's really bad. It's bad, y'all. It's not a good look. It's not. And then we telling our folks, well, you don't need no college degree. You don't need a college degree. And I agree with that because I know some people who don't have a college degree and they are doing extremely well. But you better know what you need to know in your high school studies. You better know the basics in your high school studies. You better have people skills and soft skills to be able to communicate with people. And I'm just being ready. I'm being real, rather. Y'all, I'm so sorry that I am. Oh, Lord. But y'all, we got 2 days of this, and I'm already drained. I'm already drained. I'm already drained. How you coming smelling like weed? We know you ain't gonna pass the drug test because you smell like you done smoked. And then trying to put cologne on to hide the smell. Why your titties all out? It ain't that kind of job. I pray that after lunch it get better. Maria, I will say this. My education has afforded me more options. And there are some very good jobs, but options. Now, I told you all at the end of the day, just because my ancestors couldn't read and write because it was against the law in the South for them to read and write, and then they had to fight for equality in education. I take education extremely serious. And we as Black people better learn how to comprehend. We better start asking who, what, when, where, how, what source. Is this a reliable source? Is this propaganda? We better learn how to do some fact checks. And I'm not talking about from Wikipedia and no conspiracy theory webpage. I'm talking about reputable sources. We better learn how to read between the lines because, baby, if we don't, we're going to be a lost group of people. And I don't care what nobody say. What I saw today was subpar. What I saw today were struggling white people, Black people, and uh, Latino people or Hispanic people um, struggling. And then I saw now Mama actually got her degree, and she actually went to peer review A&M, and Mama ate that interview up, and she'll probably get the job because she done stood out. Everybody else looking like chopped beef. Oh baby, ain't that something else? Y'all, it's so bad. It's so bad, baby. The age range from 18 years old all the way up to 67 years old, and my older people are still struggling. Mm, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. I'm sure to get better as the day progresses, but y'all, it's so bad. It's so bad. And I'm like, why are they not teaching kids how to tell time in high school? Mm. Listen to the question. Follow the directions. If you can't follow directions or comprehend, then oh, when I was teaching speech and professional communications, I would tell my students, you would always want to use a mirrored effect. So what I heard you say was this, this, and this. Is that correct? Yes. So therefore, you got understanding. You all both agreed on it, and there would be no issues when you came back because you asked those questions to make sure that you heard correctly. People don't even know how to do that. Mm. Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm just sorry. It's bad. Oh God, it's really bad. Y'all gonna have to get ready to leave in a few minutes. Keep me in y'all prayers rather. Oh Lord, this is so bad. It is so bad. I don't know how HR people do it. If I ever had to go into HR, it would definitely be benefits or conflict resolution. But as far as this hiring and recruitment, mm-mm, mm-mm. Not after what I witnessed today. not after what I witnessed today. And I think it's by design. I think it's really by design because we want an ignorant workforce and we want a docile, uninformed workforce that people can do anything. We want people not to have collective bargaining and settle for pennies on the dollar for their productivity in their work. And I can understand why people get taken advantage of. We want ignorant people because people are not going to be able to tell percentage rates. They're not going to be able to read contracts and ask questions. And I believe it's by design. I believe because we'll take care of you. And this is where I go back again. It's not only a black thing, it's a wealth thing. And I always tell people Thomas Jefferson was considered radical because he wanted poor white men, not women, not black people, but poor white men to learn how to read. And they thought he was radical. And the reason why is because they knew once these people learned how to read, then they would have expectations for themselves and they would speak up for themselves. Because the people in power did not want these people to be educated and have knowledge. If it's good for those wealthy people, then why is it not good for you? See, and the difference is people don't understand that Bill Gates may have not graduated from college, but his parents had a fund where they helped him. How many black people throwing money to help folk open a business? I'm just being real. And see, we don't have those luxuries. And if we, yeah, do you not know that the black middle class came to being because of those people going to our colleges, particularly those HBCUs, because we weren't allowed to go to PWIs. And it's not only black people, but we suffer so much. I truly say when the economy has a cold for the black people, it's walking pneumonia, honey. And you know, the sad part about it is the mediocre white person, they may go with. Because even when you are an extraordinary black person, you still got to come with it. And see, I'm telling you all this because this is why I tell black people when you get in positions where you can make a difference, don't sleep on your people. If your folk have the wherewithal and they are just as talented, do it. Mama should have that job because mama interviewed well. I'm just being real with y'all today. So I am so frustrated. I am yeah. Oh, y'all, I got to go back in here. I got to go back in here. Parents, if you got children in secondary education, check on your kids. Don't have these teachers raising your children. Make sure that they are getting what they are supposed to get. Make sure that curriculum lines up to college curriculum. And even if they're not going to college, make sure that they have soft skills and I don't care if you go to college or not. You got to know how to comprehend. You're going to have to know how to look at context clues and look at and know how to make an inference. They're going to need to know how to read data sheets and graphs and bars, and they're going to need to know how to do this. They're going to need to know how to draft an email, something as simple as an email. Because whether you go to college or not, you're going to communicate verbally and, you know, writing. And can I say something else too? Because people still use resumes, people are going to see you for what you actually put on your resume before they even meet you and talk to you. No, we didn't get snow, but we do have. It's 48 degrees now. Jesus, y'all be careful. I'm getting ready to Baby, they can't do an essay. I'm like, look, you got to have a introduction and a thesis statement. Give me an attention grabber. Then give me a thesis statement. The first item in your thesis statement is your topic sentence. Give me a transitional word first, or firstly, or to begin this document, comma, something. Then talk about what it is. Then give me the evidence, and the evidence has to match up with what your elaboration is. And can you elaborate on a deeper level? You know, it's not enough to regurgitate information. Can you synthesize the information and help people to understand what you're trying to say? And it always should be a topic, sentence, evidence, and your elaboration. And then at the end, in conclusion, we have just covered those three things that was in the thesis statement, and to give me some profound statement that will stick with me, or something that will challenge your reader. And then if you're going to do an argumentative essay, the fourth paragraph should be the rebuttal. It should be the rebuttal, even though even though what's the Reynolds Tobacco said that smoking does not cause cancer, and they have pushed this advertisement all over the country. Top leading scientists from MIT and Yale seem to disagree. According to the 2000 such and such and such and such, and I do believe da 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 da, and then you elaborate because you want to see the viewpoint of the person, but then you have to have a rebuttal, and that's the difference between a regular 5 paragraph essay and an argumentative essay. But baby, again, that should have been done in elementary, going into middle school. All right, y'all, I gotta go. Y'all be blessed. I gotta go back in here, baby. It's ooh. Mm. But you can't because we don't have that time. It's on a quick schedule. But maybe we need to do some consulting. Maybe we really need to help people because your image is everything, and how you present yourself is everything. Ugh. Anyway, y'all, let me go. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm so sorry that I came here, but this thing was heavy on my heart. It was heavy on my mind. And all of this ties right back into education. All of this ties right back into education. Anyway, I'm out, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and love.